What's up, people? Welcome back to the BCMA podcast. That's the Black Clover Martial Arts podcast. It's your boy Lucky from Lucky's Muay Thai. This is episode number 99, and it's a new year, 2025. I think everybody's kind of ready for some big things to happen, and maybe not in like the political spectrum. I think there's already enough happening, but just maybe on some like personal levels and just in some like community levels. I think some people are wanting big things to happen. So I also am in that pot of people that would just like to have some really nice big community things happen in this year. Um, in this episode, we'll talk a little bit about UFC 311 that just passed. We'll also talk about one championship that just went down this morning. And also, I wanted to discuss kind of like what should change in combat sports in 2025. So I guess we'll get into that too. But first, if you like the show, tap the like, hit the subscribe button, tell a friend, drop a comment below to help with the algorithm. If you want to stop by the literally best Muay Thai gym in Miami, www.luckysmt.com will get you in for a trial class. If you like it, we'll sign you up, get you started on your Muay Thai journey. Pantera Jiu-Jitsu is also based out of our gym. You can hit them up. Pantera BJJ. Roberto Carrera is a fantastic instructor. Drop us a line. We'll get you started. Be healthy in this new year of 2025 with all the craziness going on. www.luckysmt.com, and let's get you started. All right, first, I guess we should start at the 311 card that just passed, and I just have a few comments about a few things. First of all, Kevin Holland. I know you've been catching flack, or he's been catching flack for talking all that ish to Rampage Jackson on the Jackson podcast. And, well, he should. Now, maybe he was just doing a character and he was being provocative or whatever the case may be. But, brother, if you're going to do all of that talking and everybody knows that you're jabbermouth or whatever, you cannot go into this fight and lose 3 minutes, 30 seconds into the first round. What are you doing, bro? Like, you're super talented, right? And, like, Dana didn't want you in the UFC. And then you get the call, you get in, and now you're telling people you don't even care. It's just about the money. Look, you've had a long career, 26 and 13. Man, if you don't care, dude, be careful because your health is going to be a risk for somebody that's not caring. That's kind of wild, bro. Like, is the money worth your health in the long run? I don't know. I guess it is. So, man, but title run would be cool to watch. You know what I mean? Yuri Prohaska took out Jamal Hill. Damn, bro. Jamal Hill has run into a whole bunch of issues, from injury to having to fight off of that injury, Pereira, and then he didn't look great fighting Yuri. And I mean, it was a dog fight. He really put great effort into the fight, but I don't think he's 100%. Like, he just doesn't. To me, he doesn't look like that. And that's just for me. He could feel great, but you have to get in there and continue to fight, and sometimes it doesn't turn out your way, but he has potential to make a run, like a real run, if he can just nose to the fucking grind and figure out a way to put all this shit together that he's got. I feel bad because he looked devastated after that fight, and Yuri Prohaska's a monster, man, and he fights very awkwardly, so difficult to deal with. And if you're making mistakes like reaching when he's doing his slips and stuff like that, you're going to run into a real problem with the counters. He really has grown quite a bit. I guess the real fights were Merab Jivashvili. I always get it wrong. And Umar Nurmagomedov. Listen, Merab's just a monster. He's just a beast, like takedown after takedown in your face the entire time. Umar broke his hand. I don't know when that happened, but I don't think it would have mattered. It was just constant pressure, and you're eventually going to get tired if you can't keep up with that cardio, and most people can't. So, decision loss for Umar. Merab keeps the title, and it just proves he's supposed to be there. He was supposed to be there all along. In fact, his last bunch of fights, I don't know if I can even pull it up right now, but his last bunch of fights were all, let's see. Yeah. Umar, O'Malley. Hold on. Cejudo, Yan, Aldo. What are we talking about? Listen, he's crazy outside of the cage, which is the problem, but he's crazy inside of the cage, which is the reason why he's the star. So, to delicate balance for the UFC, because this is a dude that does crazy things, and everybody's seen him jump into the freaking ice water and crack his skull in the ice and jumping over the whatever, fighting people in the audience, and like just the wild things that he does. But man, the dude can fight and he can wrestle, and it's gonna be tough to beat that guy. So he deserves to be there. And if he wants to, he said he wants to fight right away, but he wanted to take a break before this fight. So maybe he's just like, you know what? Let me just make my run and I'll just take a break when I'm done. Islam took out Renato Moicano, who was filling in for Sarukian. Moicano got paid, which is dope. And he actually went out there and tried to bang. But Islam was just too well prepared for whatever would have been that day. And he was expecting a much, probably sort of like a scrappier, like a bigger, stronger dude that was going to really give him a scrap. So he was overly prepared. Moicano is close. He's close. I mean, listen, he brought the fire, but once he got to the ground, whatever grapple, he's a black belt, but they talk about the strength of these Dagestani wrestlers when they're on the ground, and there must be something to it because Moicano could do nothing with him. So the card overall was what it was. Merab did his thing. Islam did his thing. Yuri did his thing. Kevin Holland did not do his thing, which is disappointing because I like that dude. I just wish he would freaking focus and win some freaking fights. Also, pick a weight class, bro. Next, I guess we should talk about one championship, which happened this morning. I didn't actually get to watch the replays yet, but Tawanchai knocked out Superbon. I did see that. Caught him with the left-hand counter. They were exchanging kicks. And then hit him with a two-piece, knocked him down. Superbon got up, got hit again. Well, once he got the count, got hit again, and that was it. It was all over. Featherweight Muay Thai world title at 1 belongs to Tawanchai. And if you've never seen him fight, dude's amazing. Seems unbothered the entire time he's fighting. If you hit him, kick him, whatever, he's kind of just like, okay. And he's really sharp. Speed's good. Counter's good. Kicks strong as hell. This is like, this fight was a rematch, and it was exactly what it was supposed to be. So, yeah, I like that. Also, Marcelo Garcia took out Imanari with a it was a north-south choke. I did watch that clip earlier as well, and this is Marcelo Garcia's first, like, it's not just a return to jiu-jitsu competition, it's a return from cancer, from beating cancer, which is super dope. And, like, you know, it proves, man, the human body's really incredible, and that dude is super skilled. And I think that was a good matchup for him coming back, starting out. And I think, you know, we're gonna be in store for some interesting matches in the future. So shout out to Marcelo Garcia and Imanari as well for putting on an entertaining match. Okay, so I guess we should get to this part where I want to talk about what I want from combat sports in 2025. I think first we have to address the issue and the problem. And the problem is everyone's a fighter now. I don't know what started this or why it became like this. I think it's not even the problem that people want to fight, and some people, they enjoy the, like, freak fights. We used to call them in MMA when Pride would put on a crazy fight or whatever. We call them these, like, freak fights. And now it's like influencers and, you know, stars and entertainers and podcasters and crypto dudes, and not only that, but like backyard, parking lot, 2-on-1 in the car, shoot, moms are fighting, 3-on-1, men versus women. What else have I seen? Slaps, kicks only, hanging upside down, tag team, group fights. I respect anyone that wants to compete in some sort of combat sport. But I think the balance of understanding a professional level combat athlete versus somebody that is not even just a hobbyist, somebody that competes, but like they're not fully invested. Combat sports athletes, boxing, judo, Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, like the wrestlers, all these guys that have spent their entire lives from the time they were very young, or they've put in time from the time they started, and they've put in 30, 40 years, whatever it is, 30 years of their lives. Maybe not even have accomplished some of the things that some of the influencers and so forth have in the boxing or fighting realm. But to try to conflate the two is absolutely insane. To think that a local like gym smoker for the bartenders or fire department versus police or whatever it may be is somehow equal to a circuit fighter that's literally been fighting for, let's say, 5 to 7 years on the amateur circuit, now moving up into the pro regional circuit, has had so many amateur fights, and starting in the regional circuit, still not making any money, but still fighting, once a month if they can, if there's a commission that'll allow that. But like, to think that somebody that trained for like 8 months or no, sorry, for like 8 weeks or like 6 weeks to fight the other bartender or to fight Joe Schmo or the other influencer or whatever the case may be. And also these fights look insane, some of them. Windmill, the hammer hands, like just, yes, it's entertaining. I get it. But these two things are not equal. They're not equal. The amount of rounds on the pad, the amount of sparring, the amount of ab work, running, diet, ups and downs, family situations. Oh my God. It requires sparring partners, drilling, skill training, good coaching, studying, a good diet, mental health, a good support group, on and on and on for these people. And a lot of people don't obviously have all of that while they're trying to work their way up the circuits and through the amateurs and into the pros or whatever the case may be. That is even more difficult. So I think what I'm asking for is maybe just a little more respect for the actual fighters, and I'm not dissing anybody that fights. I'm just saying the ones that actually put their lives on the line constantly, day in and day out, dealing with injuries, all these other things, are definitely not on the same level as the Weekend Warrior. Sorry, I love you, Weekend Warrior dudes. You guys are super cool, but yo, it is not the same, man. It is not the same. And surprisingly, I'm surprised, honestly, I haven't seen more major injuries in these like celebrity and whatever, these different fights situations I've seen out there, because honestly, yo, getting popped in the head and not understanding how to take a blow and all those things could lead to some serious, serious issues. And so, listen, man, if you're going to take your life in your own hands, you want to get out there and do that thing, I am all for it. Get out there and fight your butt off. But if you want to try to compare yourself to somebody that's been doing it for, 5, 10, 15 years of their life, trying to achieve a goal, or even just trying to really perfect the thing that they're really into, if it's just martial arts, yo, it is not the same thing. And I love y'all out there. Keep up your training, keep up your fighting, keep up your influencing, keep up your whatever it is that you do. But please, please, please start to respect the fighters a little more. And I think that goes for the organizations as well. I think there needs to be an understanding of like what it takes to be an actual fighter. Okay, if you like the show, keep the like, hit the subscribe button, tell a friend, pass it along, drop a comment below. If you want to stop by the gym for Muay Thai or Jiu Jitsu, hit us up at Lucky's Muay Thai on Instagram, or at Pantera BJJ on Instagram, or www.luckysmt.com, and we'll get back to you, get you in for a trial class. If you like it, we'll sign you up and get you on your Muay Thai journey. Anyway, I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.
Don't want a complication.